federal government has given assurances that all challenges faced by Nigerian traders in Ghana will be addressed without delay, while exploring all possible options. Good news there. This is one of our top stories that I bet you don't want to miss. But that won't be all. Women should be accorded equitable opportunities to complement their counterparts in all aspects of life, especially politics. Wow, that's a solid one. From Dabiri Erewa. Please stay tuned on this episode of your favorite program, The Diaspora. And I'm your host, Koinsola Adetumbi. The Nigerian government is set to explore all options to sort the grief of Nigerian traders in Ghana. This was disclosed by the Minister of State, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Zubairu Dada, at a meeting with members of Nigerian Union of Traders Association in Ghana, NUTAG, led by the president of the umbrella body of National Association of Nigerian Traders, NANTS, Dr. Ken Ukoha, in Abuja. Also present at the meeting was the chairman NIDCOM, as well as a representative of the Minister of Labour.
This interministerial committee sat, evaluated the situation along with whatever all the other implications, all the ramifications, and came to the conclusion that there was a need for you in particular to be informed that the government has discussed the matter. The government is very much seized of the matter, and that it has actually strategized on various approaches to the issue and not limiting it to just evacuation. Like I said, the matter has been discussed in all ramifications, and the conclusion was that an appeal should be made to you to please give us time.
I am so much elated. Essentially because if you knock at the door and nobody says, "Who are you?" it means there's either a trouble inside waiting for escalation, or one is totally ignored. But this has shown that paternal influence over us, and has shown that the government is listening, and has also shown that we have a government that we can run to anytime, and we are so much comforted.
In expressing our appreciation to federal government for showing responsibility in this regard. Seriously, we believe that the federal government has shown responsibility and empathy and the plight of our innocent citizens in Ghana. It has not really been like this in many years. But we do sincerely hope that we will eventually come to a successful conclusion and end to this lingering crisis. That's our prayer. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs are working very hard, and the agents, the NIDCOM, and every other people involved.
Well done, sir. We hope this gets fixed soon. The chairman CEO of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, Abike Dabiri Erewa, says women are great achievers and should be given the space to showcase their skills and talents in all sectors. She made the remark in Abuja to mark the 2020 Women Happy Conference. Please take a listen.
Aspire Women Forum looked at happiness as an inalienable right of each and every woman. The Happy Conference is coming at a crucial moment in our nation when research has shown that there is an escalating suicide rate, murder, despondency, hopelessness, and drug abuse among women. In Nigeria, 1 in 4 drug users is a woman. This, coupled with the recent COVID-19 pandemic lockdown and the shadow pandemic of gender-based violence, has caused more women to develop fear, anxiety, and depression. It is a grave situation which we, the Aspire Women Forum, seek to address holistically. The theme of the Happy Conference 2020 is A Woman, My Purpose. The conference is a one-day interactive and informative session with engaging and exciting speakers and coaches, including John Maxwell certified consultants, who will handle different sessions and demonstrate practical approaches to finding and maintaining a purpose in life. It is a direct link to finding and keeping happiness, in line with the domains of learning, namely knowledge, skill, and attitude. The Happy Conference 2020 by Aspire Women Forum is also designed to foster intergenerational dialogue as encouraged by the Beijing Platform for Action, where the older generation will share their financial, emotional, and spiritual regimen and their experiences in discovering their purpose with the younger generation of participants. Some of the younger ones who have done exceptionally well in their fields of endeavor will also share their stories, allowing the audience to ask questions in order to gain robust understanding of different important issues surrounding the personal and professional well-being of a woman. At the end of the conference, participants will be able to identify what women must internalize in order to live a life of purpose, relate with the journey to purpose of other women that they have interacted with, begin the process of identifying their own purpose in life, have intergenerational experience sharing, leading to the understanding of generational gaps in thinking and reacting to issues.
The Dalai Lama once asked people when he was speaking to them, they said, what is your goal in life? Everybody said different things. But at the end of the day, everyone's goal in life is to be happy. So what makes you happy as a woman? What is your purpose in life? That is why women, we need to get together, share our stories together, mentor one another. And our goal in life, yes, we want to be at the table when decisions are being taken. We want women more at the decision-making level, whether it's politics, whether it's business, whether it's journalism, whether it's any profession. We're calling for that, but we also know that we have qualified, competent women that can be at the helm of affairs in everywhere, every sphere in Nigeria. But what women are asking for is equity. Don't say you can't do it because you're a woman. Don't look down on us because we're women. So we're saying that we have women that can do everything, but don't limit us because of our gender. And that is what Aspire Women will subsequently be campaigning for and leading. And I think not just women, every progressive man should support Aspire Women. And we know we can't do it without our men. And we also know that we are mothers, and we need to ensure that we raise our children with values, with morals, with values of integrity and virtues that will make them very successful. Because if we have children that are not successful, then we can't say we're successful as women. But we're also saying that we can multitask. We can combine both. We can do our jobs and raise our families without one suffering for the other. And that is the unique thing about being women. And I think every one of us should thank God for the privilege of being born as women. We will work with Aspire Women, and I'm going to also encourage particularly the younger generation of women to be part of Aspire Women, because I believe in you and the abilities of every one of you. Once more, this is a great conference for every one of us. And like I said, we hope we'll all leave the conference happy, fulfilled, with a desire, determination, and zeal, and courage to go out there and fulfill our dreams and aspirations.
Such a great initiative. Kudos, ma'am.
Not so fast. Look, I'm tired. I want to check out of this country for greener pastures.
Just calm down for a moment. Please sit down.
Do you have a job where you're going to? No, but someone is arranging,
Listen, Alinko. Checking out of this country without proper planning means one thing. Unimaginable begin. I've been in the diaspora, but legitimately doing great things at home and abroad. As I've been saying, without the proper footing abroad, the risk is not worth it. Listen, Alinko, it's better to be home than be trapped abroad, or even end up in prison.
Welcome back. Now, if you must travel, travel legitimately. Let's take a listen to the newly appointed Kogi State Diaspora Focal Points Officer. Please watch.
We already have some people in the diaspora that have been reaching out to us one way or the other. Like I said, personally, I have a sister who is a doctor in America, who is a surgeon. And they have a group of people from Kogi that they work together, and they have some plans already that they're trying to come home and do one or two things. So for me, this is going to be a better platform. We will now make it larger. It won't just be a group of our friends or people from Kogi she's in the United States of America. So we'll expand it. We'll try and get them on board. That's one. We're going to look at the medical aspect, what they can do for us medically in Kogi, because currently my governor is building a state-of-the-art hospital, which will be ready in the next 10 months. And we are bringing doctors from Germany and all that. And if we have doctors from Kogi State, they don't have to necessarily come and work here, but we can learn something from them. They can come, even train the doctors on the know-how, because they have latest technology. So that's an advantage for us. Secondly, we are trying to set up a world-class cashew making factory in Kogi State, which none of it in Nigeria. None of it has been built in Nigeria. Because we produce 65% of the cashew in Nigeria for export, Kogi State as a whole. So the state government is announcing on that, and we'll need people that have been into mechanized farming, that have the know-how, even if it's just for them to come, look at it and advise, or because we are creating employment for people. Over 500 people will be employed when we start the factory by next year. So we have a lot of programs at hand that we are trying to do. We have just collected the approval to set up Kogi State University of Technology. So we will need them one way or the other. So yes, we have a few programs highlighted, but now we'll now see how we can merge it with NIDCOM, Nigerians in Diaspora, Kogi State in Diaspora, and how we can work together with them. We are not going to disappoint NIDCOM. We'll definitely hit the ground running. My governor has a lot of programs for people in diaspora, and so many things we have actually lined out previous to this coming up to our office for the focal officer. So this is just a good arrangement for us to announce it and start the program immediately. I really appreciate your warm welcome, the advice, the lecture. I will definitely make NIDCOM very proud of us.
You are to liaise with NIDCOM to harnessing the resources, talents, and skills of Nigerians in diaspora towards the overall socio-economic, cultural, and political development of Nigeria in general, and Kogi State in particular. You are to develop and keep the database of Nigerians in the diaspora from Kogi State in your office. So you need at least one dedicated computer. You need to create a website that will capture the detailed agenda and activities of the Kogi State government that the Nigerians in diaspora community from Kogi can key into. This website can also be used to document the Nigerians in diaspora from Kogi State, their name, their address, their email, state of origin, their local government, their occupation and skill set. If you are to create an electronic communication platform such as WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, for ease of continuous communication with the diaspora from Kogi State, you are to interact with Nigerians in diaspora on development agenda of Kogi State. You have to create information awareness to Kogi State diaspora people. You have to engage Nigerians in diaspora to key into and participate in the development of Kogi State. We also will appreciate your participation in all events in the national diaspora calendar.
Thank you, ma'am. We hope to see a great input during your tenure.
The things that I will be doing to aid in bringing investments to Nigeria and making the United States and the Nigerian connection a lot more solid. That has been an interest of mine for several years, going back to trying to do some theme parks and different things as far as like 10 years ago. So now with the sports being a new high priority item, I think that's excellent, because I didn't know about 9 Nigerians in the NBA. That's oh boy, that's major. So hopefully with your assistance from your side and education to all the NBA players, really, you know, not just the Nigerian ones, but from LeBron all the way down, to how now with the political statements and the political mindsets in the United States that's spreading around the world, I think that looking to how African Americans all can help support each other and help take care of each other and build businesses and infrastructure within, I think everyone has a different mindset now. Personally, myself, I've been involved in sports management for many, many years, from as far back as Wilt Chamberlain and different entertainment clients over the years. I myself have been a producer for over 25 years in Los Angeles and director. And so I know a lot of people, I have a lot of resources. So attending this event for me was more educational, so I can speak with the people who I know in Nigeria about how we can bring more investments into the country.
I used to be on the other side of the world and came back home a couple of years ago to support nation building here in Nigeria. It's been a wonderful experience, and I can tell you that investing in Nigeria and coming back home is something very good to do. And the government is trying in every way to see how they can make coming back home welcoming for us. At the same time, Nigerians that are home are also trying their best to welcome us back, and we can join the effort to move this country forward. To set the pace for this particular segment, talking about agriculture and extractive industries, just to know that we all know about the fact that agribusiness is the largest non-oil sector of Nigeria's economy. We all know about how this contributes up to 24% of the GDP. We all know how this employ roughly 2/3 of the labor force in the country. We're also aware about how this is the major source of income and job for more than 80% of Nigeria's rural poor. We're also aware that Nigeria population is fast growing at almost a 3.2% rate per year, as reported by the UN, and also Nigeria has been projected to hit almost a 400 million population by 2050. We also know that Nigeria currently spends almost $22 billion a year on food importation, and we also know that inflation in the country has been largely contributed to by food inflation. We also know about the COVID-19 pandemic issue that just happened, and how this has disrupted a lot of value chain, how this is posing a lot of food security issue, and the need for us to more than ever return back and invest more and participate more in agriculture as a way to ensure that the country is stable, we can fix our economy, and we can feed the growing population in years to come.
The federal government has announced new guidelines for international travelers coming to Nigeria, effective from September 18th, 2020. Before departure, all travelers coming to Nigeria must take a COVID-19 PCR test at an accredited laboratory in the country of departure not more than 5 days before boarding. Only PCR tests will be accepted. travelers with a PCR test result of more than 5 days or 120 hours or with COVID-19 symptoms will not be allowed to board. Within 3 days before boarding, register on the Nigeria International Travel Portal. Complete and submit the health declaration and self-reporting form online with a valid phone number and address. Update information on diplomats and children under age 10 separately. Next, upload the negative PCR test result on the portal. Choose a sample collection center and then book an appointment date where the mandatory self-isolation will be observed in Nigeria. Payment for the repeat PCR test to be done 7 days after arrival is to be made online on the portal, after which a QR code access report will be generated. It is strongly recommended that payment be made online before boarding. Payment on arrival in Nigeria can lead to long delays before exiting the airport. For issues with payment, visit saferport.com, My Traveler Record. On arrival in Nigeria, passengers are required to undergo port health screening and present electronic or printout QR code evidence. Travelers developing symptoms on arrival or during screening will be placed in institutional quarantine for appropriate care. From the airport, proceed to the 7-day mandatory self-isolation and avoid all physical interaction with others. During isolation, be available by telephone, as travelers will be monitored by public health officers and should check their emails and text messages regularly for updates from the selected laboratory for their repeat PCR tests. On day 7, have samples taken for the repeat PCR test at the selected sample collection center. Passengers are required to provide a valid means of identification. Travelers who test positive for COVID-19 will be managed based on national guidelines for treatment. Those who test negative after 7 days can end self-isolation. Be advised that those who fail to repeat the PCR test by day 14 may face suspension of their passports, inclusion on a travel no-fly list, or be denied international travel for 6 months. Get 24/7 support. Please take responsibility. This message is from the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 in collaboration with CACOVID.
Thank you for staying all through the program. We hope it's been worth your while. And in case you have anything to share with us, please don't hesitate to do so, as we expect feedback on our show. Remember, you can reach us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, on Twitter at NIDCOM_gov, on our Instagram page at NIDCOM_gov, on our YouTube page at NIDCOM_gov, and on our website at www.nidcom.gov.ng. You can also join us on DSTV at NTA Network on Friday at 10:30 a.m. on NTA International on Tuesday at 6 a.m. and 10:05 p.m. on NTA News 24 on Friday at 2:30 p.m. and on Sunday at 10:30 a.m. You can also join us on WAP TV on Thursdays at 9 a.m. and on WTV on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 p.m. You can also join us on Ben TV London at 4:30 p.m. on Saturday. I remain your host, Koinsola Adetumbi. See you next time.